I have to ask, what year, what decade, or like epoch are people going to stop asking you if you're Satoshi?
I don't know. There was another documentary that came out.
Money Electric?
No, there's another one that came out over the last week.
We're in a bull market.
Channel 4, something about seeking Satoshi.
Okay.
It's a 5-part series. I think they released some of it on YouTube.
Do you enjoy it? Is it like flattering or is it annoying?
No. I mean, the thing is, I participate because I want to like explain Bitcoin in a way that I think is accurate to why we all think Bitcoin is interesting. Mm-hmm. But of course, they're going to do this like because it's a curiosity, right? Mm-hmm. So you can they'll talk about a bunch of other stuff and then they'll just use the who's Satoshi stuff because it's a story.
It's a hook.
Are you kidding?
It gets people to tune in.
One of the best stories ever.
Yeah,
it's fascinating. So I understand why they're hunting it. We had Peter Todd here. So the documentary came out. Peter was here, and then we had Cullen Hobeck, the documentarian. So, we got a lot of coverage here. Like, what did you think of it? What was the experience like?
Were they both on at the same time?
No, they were not. Okay. I would like to get that back because Cullen says that he has more stuff that he's going to publish. And,
he has a ton of stuff. Like they recorded like 100 times what they used.
Yeah, wow. I think originally he wanted to do like a 10 episode.
Wow.
Yeah, he wanted to do like a whole series. And then HBO was just like, nobody's going to watch this. It should be like 90 minutes max. Of course, we watched it. Everybody watched it, but at least in our circle. Was it fun filming with him? Like, what was the experience like? What did you think after it like came out?
I mean, I think the result was okay. I mean, it was a bit of a gamble, right? It could have gone a lot worse. And it was just, meeting up at different conferences people would be at anyway, or, where he would fly somewhere. And it's quite impressive what they can do with a small modern camera tech. It's like can film in like extremely low lights, and it just looks like a small camera, but presumably it's a very expensive digital camera with very high frequency response. But they just like ask lots of questions, film lots of things for people talking. So, they've collected terabytes of data, basically.
Wow.
Yeah.
My favorite part was the joy on Peter's face when he was just showing a friend like urban spelunking. Like he was just like, look at this stalactite. And he's just asking questions about Bitcoin. He's just like, oh, shut up. Like, this is kind of cool. Been here for a while. He was just like excited. Like, who wants to talk about that? But
he's a character. When we were in El Salvador, I said, hey, where'd you come in from, Peter? He's like, Earth.
Nice.
Like, okay, it's gonna be one of those conversations.
Yes.
Yeah. So we had Peter Todd and Peter Rizzo. We talked up here and then we went downstairs. And Rizzo and Peter Todd did a fireside chat, and both of them are just kind of like sparring trolls. It was like
Yes.
It's like old like friends just sort of fighting in front of an audience. It was great. Like super entertaining. Got catty. So is it annoying, or like I guess you said you view it as sort of like a way to tee up a conversation that you actually want to have, so you sort of tolerate it?
Yeah, I mean you can't get annoyed. They're gonna want to ask the question, right?
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
And they're using it like some people get kind of pedantic that you shouldn't be speculating. It's dangerous and stuff, and it can be, right? But I mean, they're going to do it, and it's part of the story. And like ultimately, something like HBO got the Bitcoin story up, minus the Satoshi stuff, in front of a big audience, and like exposed, maybe got some more people into Bitcoin. So I think that's ultimately a good thing. And the rest of it was like reasonable. Like they did a reasonable job of explaining a lot of different Bitcoin things, including the block size, all kinds of stuff, very compressed in there.
Yeah, I coming from the TradeFi world, and having thought I knew a fair amount about Bitcoin, but working over at Blockstream now, I thought they did a really good job on that documentary of kind of explaining some of the history and the evolution and of the views and what have you. So I think it was great messaging out there for folks that wanted to learn a little more, kind of a soft introduction. I think the story, the hook line of who is Satoshi, obviously that gets people curious, so they tune in. But I thought that actually there's quite a bit of interesting storyline there.
I had a lot of family watch it, family and friends that were like, "Oh, it's Bitcoin, I'll watch this," and then they're asking questions, and I just wanted to talk about like RBF versus Bcash. Like, no, that's the important part of the documentary. Just totally just like what the Satoshi stuff is.